everyone, welcome back to the channel and welcome to Vlogmas episode 20. 5 days to go. I'm so excited about Christmas this year. Presents, chocolate, sleep, video games, the whole works. It's going to be awesome. So we are doing Vlogmas with a twist on this channel. We are doing a Disney tip per day from December 1st to December 25th for travelling to Disney tips around the world. So that's all the intro done. Now what are we talking about today? You've probably seen by the title of this video already, but we are talking about, and I've forgotten again, I'm going to remember, favourite Disney vloggers. Every time I try to do that bit I forget, every single time. We are talking about my favourite Disney vloggers today, so let's go. This video was actually super hard to put together because there are so many. There are so many good ones and I follow so many Disney vloggers, so if you're one of those people and I forgot, I'm so sorry. I'm really sorry. I'm going to go through loads because I know people who love watching Disney videos love to watch loads of them. I'm one of those people, absolutely love it. Now we're going to go through quite a few today because I didn't want to do my top 5 or top 10 or anything because that seems kind of silly. Each YouTuber brings something different to their channel, so there's no top 5s or top 10s in this one, and again I'm sorry if I've missed some, which I most definitely have. These are the ones that I tend to follow pretty regularly, like I'm always checking that their videos are uploaded, and the ones that I particularly enjoy. Like I said, I do like to watch lots of Disney vlogs, so if there's people that I haven't mentioned in this list that you'd like to recommend, please put them in the comments below. I'd absolutely love that. So let's get going. So first of all, I'm going to start off with some people who don't live in Florida or aren't doing anything related to working for Walt Disney World or any of the other parks at the moment, and mostly those people who live here in the UK. So I started getting into Disney vlogs through Charlotte L. Ruff's videos, and she actually has 2 channels, but the one that does all her Disney stuff is the channel that's called Little Miss Chicas. I'll put it here below. She does Disney park vlogs, some Disney chats I think on Instagram Live on Sundays, and her Disney videos are usually quite in-depth. She will do 2 in each day that she's at a park usually, and you'll be following her all around. She'll give some great tips for things as well. The woman is a Walt Disney World expert, so if you want to know about anything to do with holidaying in Walt Disney World particularly, she's your woman. The next one is L&R Dreaming. Luke and Rich are probably the cutest couple on the internet. I love watching their videos. They do a lot of traveling. I don't know quite how they manage to do it. I don't know what one of them is doing for a job, which is earning them enough money to go and travel around the world so much, but they're doing it right, whatever it is. Those guys travel around to all of the parks around the world. They do a lot in Disneyland Paris and a lot in Walt Disney World, and they film a large chunk of their days when they're traveling. They do in-room guides, they do sort of a massive follow them around Disney parks, and you know, sort of really fantastic traveling videos as well. So and they really are the cutest couples. I love watching them. Talking about cute couples, I also watch Crispy Small, and they are a couple which live in the south of the UK, and they travel to Walt Disney World and Paris, Disneyland Paris, quite frequently as well. Their individual names are Steph and Dave, and Steph does a lot of Fit for Florida videos which are fantastic, and then they'll do together they'll film a lot of stuff including Vlogmas. They're doing Vlogmas right now, and they'll do in-depth videos around Disney parks, and they give some honest reviews, actually really quite nice honest reviews on the food and on their experiences throughout Walt Disney World and Paris. Finally, for the UK-based vloggers, I really love Double the Disney. Double the Disney are a couple of sisters, Karen and Rachel, who go to Walt Disney World. I think they've been to Disneyland, and they go to Disneyland Paris quite a lot as well. And one of the excellent things that they do, and I have no idea how they manage it, is they also run the Disney marathons. So Karen will do some Fit for Florida vlogs every so often, and the 2 of them will run the marathons. I think they've done the one in Paris, and they've definitely done a couple in Walt Disney World, which are pretty awesome. So if you want to know about the experience of the Disney marathons or Run Disney, go and head over to their channel to see some of that. Now for our Orlando-based vloggers. Obviously, if people live in Orlando or near Orlando and they love Disney, they're probably going to be visiting Walt Disney World quite often, and these bunch seem to go a fair amount. They obviously have annual passes, and they videotape a lot of their experiences. And probably the most famous of these is the Tim Tracker, Tim and Jen. They do a lot of videos together or separately. I think most of the separate videos is Tim, and they go and do sort of nice experiences in Disney parks which are quite time limited. They obviously go after Tim's work, or they'll just go into a park to have a nice meal and sit at a bar and do a few attractions before going. They're the big famous ones though. I think they've been on the TV in the US talking about their successes, so undoubtedly you followed them already. Another couple which is getting famous, more and more, I was going to say famouser and famouser, I don't think that's really the term, more and more famous, is This Orlando Life, which are a couple called Oliver and Spencer. I think Spencer is American, but I don't know if he grew up in the Orlando area. Oliver is from the UK, and they now both live in Florida with their dog Stitch, and they go to the parks often with their friend Jenny Lynn and her husband. These videos are absolutely hilarious. I think there's Oliver and Spencer are super cute. They have an amazing dynamic as a couple, and yeah, I find them just particularly hilarious. It's just good. Just watch it. Just go and watch it. They're really awesome. Now, before I went to Walt Disney World last time, I followed a YouTuber called Molly Buck. She lives in Orlando and is currently working, I think, in Universal Studios, although she did spend some time working in Walt Disney World as well. She's a Florida expert. She knows everything there, and her recommendations for restaurants in particular were fantastic in Walt Disney World. It was due to her recommendations that I went to Via Napoli last time I was in Walt Disney World, and generally she provides a lot of great recommendations for holidaying in Walt Disney World. Now, I'm sure a lot of you Disney fans know that in Walt Disney World there is a program called the Cultural Representative Program, where people from various countries which are represented on the Epcot World Showcase can go and spend a year in Walt Disney World working at those pavilions in the World Showcase and experiencing having a year working and living in Walt Disney World. There's two major vloggers that I follow who are doing that right now. The first one is Adam Hatton, pretty famous guy. He does a lot of cool Disney vlogs where he goes to hang out with his friends that are also doing the CRP, or some people who are visiting in various places in Walt Disney World. They're eating, they're riding rides, they're having general days out, they're doing a few cool sort of insider things which we don't usually get to do when we go on vacation, because when you go on vacation you're like set for like the rides, the shows, the eating, you've got everything planned out. But they'll do a few unique things that you might not see. Then they did canoeing rounds by the Fort Wilderness Lodge area recently, and they've done a few nice restaurants experiences. Oh, they did camping at Fort Wilderness as well. They did a lot of things from Fort Wilderness. Anyway, go check it out. Oh, he ate at Victoria and Albert's recently as well with his parents. They didn't mind him filming, which was pretty nice of them. I don't know if my parents would let me get away with that. The other person who I follow which is doing the CRP is Clary Tell. I love her videos. She seems like a really lovely person who's just going around having a great time at Walt Disney World with some of her friends and doing some cool inside park stuff as well. And she often features in Adam's videos and Adam in hers, so it's cool to see a little bit of a crossover going on there. Now finally, I only follow one YouTube channel for Disney news, and that is DSNY Newscast. I seem to get all of the Disney news that I need out of DSNY Newscast. How Jack does it, I have absolutely no idea. So Jack releases videos 3 times a week on the current news which is happening to mostly Walt Disney World and Disneyland, and also the other parks around the world. His information is correct, it's up to date, he fact checks everything, they're well produced videos, and he links back to all of the sources of where he gets all of his pictures or other video shots. So yeah, I'm quite amazed at the work that this guy puts into this. It's quite phenomenal. So yeah, go check that out as well. So that's it for all of my favourite Disney vloggers. If you have any recommendations, leave them below, and if I missed you out, I'm really sorry. Yeah, it was difficult to put this list together, and it's not a top 10 by any means. It's just some favourite ones that I'm watching at the moment. But I hope you enjoyed it anyway, and I hope it's helpful to you. I hope you find some new ones that you want to check out. But for now, I'll say goodbye, and I'll see you all for Vlogmas. Wait, which day are we on? 20. So it's 21 tomorrow. Oh my gosh. I'll see you all for Vlogmas 21. Thanks again, everyone. Bye.